Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Thought You Oughta Know from Roll the Level. This is our new kind of segment we're doing where we are giving you the top 5 things that happened from the week of September 14th, kind of the afternoon area, to the 20th. So why don't you start us off?
Absolutely. So the first thing we thought you ought to know was that Sega Genesis Classics are coming to the Switch.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty stoked for. We're going to see about 50 new titles coming out. It's going to come out this winter. You're going to be able to either purchase it physically or a digital copy.
So it was nice.
Which I thought was pretty sweet. It kicks me back to the old school days. So Shinobi 3 is one that I'm personally really excited about.
Awesome.
And also Golden Axe, which was my jam back in the day.
It's everywhere now.
It is, yeah, absolutely. And as with all our stories, we will post in the description links.
Our
so
links.
You know what to do.
For sure. Next up, we have PlayStation announcing their competitor to the SNES Classic. So they are putting 20 titles onto the Classic, including Final Fantasy VII, which I'm pretty sure if they took off, they would be murdered. Wild Arms, Ridge Racer Type 4, Jumping Flash, and Tekken 3.
Nice.
It's come with 2 controllers, which is nice. Don't know how short the cords are.
It is actually come with 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's happy. And I would argue too, if they took Final Fantasy VII off of it, there would be no PlayStation Classic.
No, there probably wouldn't be.
I mean, let's be honest.
And yeah, it'll be $100 US. I think 130.
Yeah, I think it was.
Canada bucks.
I was in 129. I think it was pre-order when I looked at it. So
that should be interesting.
Nice. What's the release date on that?
That is going to be this winter, December 3rd, I believe.
December 3rd. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Sounds good. All right, in other news, our third thing we want to cover today was, it's actually a sad piece of news. Capcom Vancouver has closed down. They were the Dead Rising developer.
Yep.
Unfortunately, all of their stuff has been canceled. They were working
all
on.
unannounced.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff they were working on. Over 150 people lost their jobs, which sucks.
Obviously sad.
Now, I will say, as I was looking through Twitter and saw the announcement, I did see a lot of companies reaching out to some of the teams.
I love
which is
Twitter
really
for that.
Good. I do appreciate that, especially a lot of the companies that step up in that way.
Yep.
The reason given was just a restructuring and relocating back to Japan. So kind of consolidating, pulling in.
Exactly.
I mean, from a business standpoint, it makes sense, but it does suck when developers
For sure.
have to kind of refocus. So
Sorry.
That's where it's at.
So Nintendo Direct happened last week. Kind of happened on the day we recorded. So this you're
true.
getting the probably super late news, but there's some exciting things that happened that I'd like to highlight.
Okay.
Animal Crossing is coming to Switch. Like we did not know that, but it's nice to see that it's happening. And Isabel's going to be in Smash, which was kind of like the tease.
Nice. Okay.
So she's like the dog.
Oh yes. Okay, right.
I just realized that you're not going to know who that is.
Not a sweet flip. That's all right. That's good.
A whole bunch of Final Fantasy games are coming to your Switch also.
Okay.
But Final Fantasy VIII is not included.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Which, that was good. It was a good game.
Yeah.
But it doesn't exist in they've remastered all these other ones.
Yeah.
Except for 8.
Does it not fit in the continuity that is?
People just really hate on that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that wasn't included. Hopefully later on, because it's not on the PS4 yet. So I'm hoping that maybe one day it'll just end up everywhere.
That's fair. Okay.
And Luigi's Mansion 3, just because, Luigi's Mansion is fun.
The first one was amazing.
I love the first one.
I never played the second one, to be honest with you.
I let my mom play the second one first, and she said there was too much talking for her.
Oh.
So I didn't touch it, but I thought this would be perfect for Wii. Because then, the vacuum, you would pull it out and stuff.
That's true.
But it didn't exist, so that makes me sad. But
fair enough.
Yep.
All right.
Stuff happened, and Nintendo.
And the last thing we wanted to hit on was actually related to Nintendo.
Yep.
Specifically, it's how the online service now works with the new patches. The 6.0 patch, was it? Yeah. That just dropped. So the cool new feature, it's a lot like the PlayStation, where you can actually share your games as long as you're logged in on another's console. So I have my primary console, I'm logged in on the Switch. I can technically log into yours, and as long as I'm signed in on yours, I can play my titles.
Yeah, which is great because we're gonna be a 2-Switch household soon. So it's
that's fair for you guys, absolutely.
Ooh.
So, and it'd be nice too if you want to try new games and things like that.
Exactly.
So that's kind of cool.
So last up, we got the new releases for this week coming up for the 23rd to 29th. First, on the 25th, Valkyria Chronicles 4 is coming out. And then on the 27th, Dragalia Lost, which is the Nintendo iPhone and Android game.
Oh, yes. I covered that in the news a little while ago. Okay. No idea what it was, but now I know.
You're good. So now you can try. Life is Strange Season 2, Episode 1 is coming out also on the 27th.
Yep.
And then last up, you got FIFA 19, in case, you like those sports games.
Sports.
Is on the 28th.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Things We Thought You Ought to Know. We're so glad you're able to join us, and like I say, tune in every week for at least 5 things that
I'll try to stick to my
to stick to the 5 for everything. But again, this is what we thought you ought to know.